All right, we are back with round 4 coverage from the Mississippi Valley Regional Championship. We have Kaitlin Young this round on the left versus Andrew Krekeler. Now, Andrew's father, Vince, actually is in charge of this tournament, so it is good to see his kids doing well. Looks like Andrew's playing a Blastoise deck, and who knows, from Kaitlin's side, she's got a Mewtwo. It's interesting to note that there is like a stereotype in games that females don't really play that much. They don't do very well. But we're at table 1, and we've seen 2 other females play at table 1 today. Kaitlin is the third, and I believe both of those others, the other 2 featured at table 1 won. So girls are 2-0 today. We'll see if Kaitlin is going to continue that streak. I think she's playing Garbodor from the looks of it. She played a heavy ball, and Garbodor is a very interesting deck. You don't see it too often. It's not that popular. Garbodor has the ability where if Garbodor has a Pokemon tool attached to it, it shuts off all abilities. And Andrew is playing a Blastoise deck, which runs off Blastoise, which abuses its energy to put as much energy into play as possible. So this is something we haven't seen yet today. We haven't seen a Blastoise deck yet today, and we haven't seen a Garbodor deck yet today either. So I'm very interested to see how this one turns out as well. And we have an in from Kaitlin. We've seen a lot of ins. It's a very popular draw card in this format. And I am excited to see this one. I can't contain myself. Kaitlin's going to want to get out a Trubbish as soon as possible, which is the basic for Garbodor. You have to get a Garbodor out in order to stop Andrew's power abilities. And she's going to want to do that as quick as possible before Andrew gets too much energy into play. And also, Garbodor, it needs a tool attached to it, so a lot of people play Tool Scrapper to remove tools, but some Blastoise decks don't run Tool Scrapper, so it'll be interesting to see if Kaitlin does get a Garbodor out. Is Andrew going to have a Tool Scrapper to allow himself to use his abilities again? And Kaitlin, she misses the Trubbish there. She doesn't even attach an energy. All she has is Mewtwo. Not a very good start for her, but Andrew, he just plays an energy and passes, so we're going to see what happens. Neither player's off to a blazing fast start this game, and there's the Trubbish. The Trubbish hits down, and things could be going Kaitlin's way if Andrew doesn't draw anything next turn, and she can get that Garbodor out. Looks like she's going to hit that Keldeo for 60. It does 30 times an hour, or 20 times an hour of energy attached to it in the defending. For 60. And wow, Andrew's in a weird spot. He doesn't know what Kaitlin has. From the looks of it, her hand is actually kind of bad. It looks like she might have a Garbodor and a tool, though. And he doesn't want his Keldeo to necessarily take these big hits. And he's going to go ahead and attach a DCE. Now, DCE does not add to Keldeo's damage output. Keldeo does 50 plus 20 more for each water attached to it. So right now it's doing 70. But the DCE does allow it to attack. It powers the attack's cost because it only costs 3 colorless energy. And he gets another Squirtle out. You need the Squirtles in play for a full turn. So 2 Squirrels is insurance for one of them going down. So there is a Garbodor. It looks like she also has a tool. So wow, she has shut off Blastoise. And her Mewtwo is hitting for 100 right now, I believe. 2 DC plus the water, that's 5 energy. She's going to need to attach 1 more energy to knock out this Keldeo. And it looks like she definitely has that. She's using a computer search, stuff like that. So Kaitlin is actually in a pretty good spot here. She has shut down Andrew's Blastoise. But we could see him, Kaitlin's Mewtwo is pretty heavily damaged here. He can get a return KO with a DC. That would be one option he has. So I would like to see Kaitlin get another attacker down. To really protect herself against that, because when the Garbodor goes active, that's not good news. No one wants their garbage pile active. Doesn't really attack for much. It's not going to attack. It's not an attacker. It has 3 retreats. It's not going to do anything for you. You don't want it to get knocked out either. Let's see what she does here. She is going to attach the energy to ensure the knockout. And Juniper's 2 switch away. That could come into play down the road if she gets a Garbodor stuck active. There is a track and we'll see if she plays it down. Looks like she is counting up the damage to ensure the knockout, and she's just going to go ahead and take the 2 prizes. She now has 4 prizes left to Andrew's 6. Keldeo is an EX Pokemon. You get 2 prizes for knocking them out. And Andrew promotes a Squirtle here. So he's playing his hand. He didn't really have much. Looks like he has an Ultra Ball. Not really sure I see a supporter in there. Maybe an N. We'll see what he does here, what he opts to do. He's a great player. And he's going to Ultra Ball. Like I said, the girls are undefeated at our featured table today. We'll see if Kaitlin is going to continue that trend. This is round 4. I believe there's 9 rounds, then a top 32. This is Mississippi Valley Regional Championships. It's in St. Charles, Missouri. Very well attended. I think we started off with 390 masters, 110 seniors, about 70 juniors, so a huge regionals. You really like to see that. The game of Pokemon is just fantastic, and the attendance continues to grow. So Andrew plays that N that he had. He attached water energy to the Mewtwo, so he's not going to have any weird plays where he can get the Mewtwo active and attacking and knock out this Mewtwo. He's kind of conceding that the Squirtle is going to get knocked out. Or not. He's going to go ahead and bring in that Garbodor. Try to stick Kaitlin for a while. We did see her discard 2 switches already to a Juniper, so if this Garbodor could get stuck active for multiple turns, we could see Andrew start to power up its attackers manually. See if Kaitlin chooses to play it on that track, and it looks like she has an N in her hand as well. So we're going to see some more N action in this game. This format has got such big swings. N only plays into that. That's one of the best draw cards we got right now. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw cards for each prize card you have left. Oh, so she did have a Juniper as well. We'll see if she can hit a switch. She's already discarded 2. You're allowed to play 4 copies of a card in your deck, and she hit it, so wow. She's going to need another energy now, though, to knock out this Mewtwo, which she has that as well, so wow. She's going to go down to 2 prizes, and if Andrew can't retaliate back here with some sort of attacker, he's going to be in a very tough position. This Mewtwo is, you know, people sort of doubt Mewtwo. It seems to go in cycles, but he's the king of the format. Mewtwo is just a huge Pokemon, one of the best attackers in the game, and you can't say enough about Mewtwo. So Kaitlin is going to get another Mewtwo out as backup for this one. She's going to get a knockout on Andrew's Mewtwo. She's going to go down to 2 prizes, and all Andrew has is 2 Squirtles. This is has the potential to be a huge landslide victory for Kaitlin. She might 6-0 the mighty Blastoise deck. She got a turn 3 Garbodor, I believe, and Andrew's gonna Juniper there. He level balled for a Squirtle just to get it out of his deck, thin his deck with one more card. He doesn't want to draw that Squirtle again. And we'll see what he can get out. I would say he kind of has to get something going this turn. He doesn't want to give Kaitlin time to power up another attacker. If she gets down to 1 prize, she's already down to 2 prizes. This is a long road back for Andrew. And he does not have the ability to use Blastoise either. Blastoise's ability puts water energy. You can attach as many waters as you want from your hand during your turn, but with Garbodor out, Garbodor's ability shuts off Blastoise's ability. And we will see Andrew attempt to stall again. He knows Kaitlin. She discarded 2 switches to a Juniper, and she just played 1 last turn. So we will see how this develops, whether she is stuck for a turn or not. If she has a switch and a catcher, she can knock out Andrew's Mewtwo for the game, actually. This is the first table. Both these players are 3-0. One of them will continue on undefeated, and one will not. She plays a plus power. If you're going to Juniper, you might as well play the plus power. No reason not to. I see the switch. Did she get the catcher, though? That is the key here for the game to end this turn. This is an exciting match. Will Kaitlin be able to finish off Andrew? She has him against the ropes, so to speak. She does have time, though. She can afford to wait, so to speak. Andrew has to build up an attacker. He's not going to go full steam ahead right away. And he has a Squirtle stuck active as well. So she has a switch. She can afford to sit on it for as long as she needs to, really. Assuming Andrew doesn't go crazy and get things really going. And she plays a Rescue Scarf on the Mewtwo. That is, if that Pokemon's knocked out by an attack, you can return it to your hand. So if that Mewtwo gets knocked out, she gets the Mewtwo back. And she passes. So she's playing pretty conservatively right now. She's up big. She doesn't want to try to overextend herself for really no reason. We see a Skyla out of Andrew. Really look through his deck here, see what he has. Looks like he's favoring the Tropical Beach. He doesn't have too good of a hand, and he has to sort of hope that Kaitlin has nothing over a number of turns. He really has to build up his field before he tries to swing at any game-winning plays here or try to get back into the game. So we will go ahead and draw 5 off of the Tropical Beach. Tropical Beach is, you can draw up to 7 cards. You can use the stadium to draw up to 7, get your hand up to 7, and then your turn is over. So it's now Kaitlin's turn. See what she has in store for Andrew. I'm pretty sure she has a switch already. And if she can, there's a share and draw. So there's the catcher as well. I think she can just switch and then catch up the Mewtwo and win this game. And there it is. So that is the game. Kaitlin knocks out 3 EX Pokemon, and There it is. That is the power of Garbodor. So Kaitlin continues on. She's now 4-0. Andrew has lost his first match. It was a blowout, but this is only his first loss. Garbodor isn't his greatest matchup in the world, so he has to be thinking, I just played my worst matchup. There can't be too many more of them out there. I'm going to probably avoid it the rest of the day, and, if I can win out, not lose more than 2 more, or only lose 1 more. He has breathing room to lose 1 more. And he can go ahead and win out and make top 32 as well. Kaitlin is sitting pretty, though. Girls are now undefeated on our stream, so girl power. I'll be back with round 5 shortly. That was a quick game, so there'll probably be some time in between this round and the next round, though. So I'll be right back, guys. And thanks for watching, and continue to watch. Spread the word that we are streaming this event. I would like to thank you guys. You couldn't make the regionals, but you are watching the stream anyways, so thank you for that.